Economists, some critics of the media have contended that negative news reports on the state of the economy can actually harm the economy because such reports damage people's confidence in it. And this lack of confidence in turn adversely affects people's willingness to spend money. But studies show that spending tends to correlate very closely with people's confidence in their own immediate economic situations. Thus, these media critics are mistaken.
All right, argument or set of facts?
This is argument.
Perfect. What's our conclusion?
Thus, these media critics are mistaken.
Fabulous. So what are they saying here? Why are they saying that the media critic, what are they saying the media critics are mistaken about, and why?
The media critics are mistaken about providing negative news reports.
Or is it negative news reports?
That they harm the economy? The negative news reports harm the economy.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, the critics, yes.
Okay, because it damages their confidence. Yeah, like even as I'm explaining, I'm like, yeah, that's right.
No, I was reading the studies for a second. I would have gotten this question wrong. Okay, no.
Yeah, definitely. Like I was way off on this one.
We're mistaken about this, that critics of the media have contended that negative news reports on the state of the economy can actually harm the economy because such reports damage people's confidence in it. And this lack of confidence, in turn, adversely affects people's willingness to spend money. So we're saying that these critics that are saying this are wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Why can we not say that these media critics are wrong? Or why are we saying that they're wrong?
They're wrong because data is showing that spending habits are based off of the individual's confidence in their, like, I guess, money situation, to keep it really simple.
Yeah, and their own finances. Mm-hmm. So why can we not say that? Why is that not strong enough reasoning for saying that the media critics are mistaken?
Damage people's confidence. I feel like it has something to do with the confidence and the confidence with the individual. That's
right. So what are the critics saying that they're they lack confidence in I think what are they saying that people's confidence, they lack confidence in? What is that? In the what?
In the economy itself?
Yeah, I think so. That's how I'm reading it when it says damage people's confidence in it. So in the economy. And our support is saying that people's confidence in what?
Their own economic situation.
Yes.
Going from like broad to individual, that like I feel like that's the error.
There is yes, and we're saying that because there's not like we're essentially saying that, hey, negative news reports don't affect how people spend money because people's confidence is actually based on their own economic situation. Well, okay. I want to say how I view my own economic situation. Couldn't it be based on these reports? Like, I might not lose confidence in the actual economy, but it might make me question my own, my perspective of my situation, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
what if these news reports are actually accurate and my personal situation has changed?
Yeah, I think that's why I picked A, because I was thinking like level of confidence, like maybe like if somebody, I'm gonna like use myself, especially in college, like I was crazy poor. So when they said that we were in a depression, I believed it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
So poor. But like
I've always been like so on the cusp of life. Like I've always been like very like low middle class. Mm-hmm. And so like my lifestyle has just never changed. So like recession or thriving, like I'm just like which is I guess is nice because I don't stress then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like right now, now that I'm like 30 and just I've already been established, and now when they're saying there's a depression, like my partner and I don't feel it because we had like depression proof jobs essentially. Yeah. So now I don't like, I believe it, but I just
it doesn't affect you the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's why I picked A, which is for
Um,
that's personal experience. So yeah, that's totally a flaw in itself.
yeah, these media critics are mistaken. Because it fails to consider the possibility that one's level of confidence in one's own perceives how the overall state of economy. That actually kind of strengthens our conclusion that these media critics are mistaken.
Oh, okay. Because let's see, D saying people who have little confidence in the overall economy generally take a pessimistic view concerning their own immediate economic situation. So if they, okay, little confidence, generally have a pessimistic view. So is that kind of like, is that like saying, well, like when I was poor in the
You had a
economy,
pessimistic view.
yeah, so then it, because I was poor. So then I just assumed everybody else was poor because of the depression that we were going, or recession. I guess it
Well,
was recession.
I think what it's saying is people who have little confidence in the overall economy. So like say like this is where I think I am, but
Mhm.
if I don't have confidence in the economy, I'm more likely to take the pessimistic side. Like if they say like you're mid or lower to medium middle class, like when I'm optimistic, I think I'm middle class, but when I'm pessimistic, I think I'm like, middle to lower class.
Yeah, okay.
Like I take that like more conservative, pessimistic, like, oh, I'm really not doing that good attitude
Yeah,
because
low expectations, like aiming low.
yeah, well, you want to aim low because you're concerned. You're like, oh, everyone's saying this is happening. Like maybe I'm not as stable as I think I am.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Because I think like, what was it? So first choice I had was A, and then second choice I picked here was E. An economic slowdown usually has a greater impact on the economic situation of individuals if it takes people by surprise than if people are forewarned.
Does that matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, because yeah, I think that's why I didn't pick it because it had like nothing to do with that because
Yeah.
taking people by surprise. But otherwise, the other ones were I was like, yeah, definitely not. Okay.
That's why these flaw questions are worded so funky. The answer choices, it's exposure to them.
I know. I just had to like keep reading it over. I had to like go through each word. Like literally took my pen. Like some critics of the.
At least one critic.
Okay. Okay. So that makes more sense now. Okay. I feel, and then I